What is up, everybody? Sam Dog the Infamous 253 coming at you guys with Dallas Stewart's for the NFL 2020 Week 16 game picks. The Monday night game between the Steelers and the Bengals is wrapped up. The Bengals pulled off a huge upset, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-17. What a shocker, man! A couple of shockers this week. This past week in Week 15, man. What did you say, Dallas? What's going on, Dallas? How you doing?
What's going on, everybody? There was some shockers this week.
Oh yeah, man, big time shockers. But with that Bengals beating the Steelers, we got one of our three locks right, which was the Ravens and the Jags. So that means Dallas and I went 11-5 on Week 15 in our picks. 11-5 on the week, and now we are on to Week 16. First off, and also before we start off, me and Dallas want to be the first to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, since Christmas is this coming Friday, and we're in the holiday season, obviously. So first off, I want to start this off by wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. What'd you say, Dallas?
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody out there.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. And to start off Week 16, Christmas Day, we got the Minnesota Vikings going to the Superdome to take on the New Orleans Saints. The Vikings just got whipped pretty good by the Chicago Bears, and the New Orleans Saints hung in there without Michael Thomas, got Drew Brees back, but they hung in with Kansas City and only lost by 3 points to the Kansas City Chiefs. They were in there for a bit, but they just couldn't get it done. And man, a lot of seeding implications happening with Week 15. But regardless of it, I hope it would be cool if the Vikings could pull off this upset, but I don't really see it happening, especially after the way they got whipped by Chicago. I'm taking the New Orleans Saints to win on Christmas. Give me the Saints.
Yeah, give me the Saints here to get to break their little mini losing streak after winning. I think it was like 9 in a row. Give me the Saints to get revenge for the wild card game last year.
Yeah, and then we got a triple header, 3 Saturday games in a row. First Saturday game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady did it to the Falcons again. Down by 17 points, and the Buccaneers ended up coming back and winning that game 31-27, man. Typical Tom Brady against the Falcons, man. Just always going to break their hearts every time. And meanwhile, the Detroit Lions last week got beat pretty good. They were hanging in with the Titans for a little bit, and then, Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill, 2 rushing touchdowns, and Derrick Henry with a mean, awesome stiff arm that he pulled in that game too. But I'm taking the Buccaneers to just take care of business against Detroit. Give me Tampa.
Yeah, give me Tampa as well. They're just better than the Lions.
Yep. Up next, we got the NFC West matchup, which is actually going to be on Prime. This game's actually going to be on Amazon Prime Video, surprisingly. We got the San Francisco 49ers in the desert taking on the Arizona Cardinals at State Farm Stadium, as the Arizona Cardinals just barely pulled it off against the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, the 49ers, they just got whipped by Andy Dalton and the Dallas Cowboys, which the Cowboys were able to pull away, which with the exclamation mark being the CeeDee Lamb onside kick return for the touchdown. Andy Dalton gets revenge for Week 2 of 2019 when the 49ers blew him and the Bengals out in Week 2 last year, and Andy Dalton got revenge. And Arizona still fighting to keep that wild card spot. And man, I'm going to take the Cardinals to complete the sweep of the San Francisco 49ers. It'll be the first time the Cardinals sweep the 49ers since 2018 when the Cardinals swept the 49ers with Josh Rosen. Give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, give me the Cardinals to get the sweep.
Yeah. San Francisco, you already know. They already got, with the Cardinals win, the 49ers, man, they just have been eliminated. They were just eliminated from the playoff contention, like I mentioned in the video that I did yesterday after what happened with the upset yesterday. But we'll get to that a little later in the picks. Up next, we got the Miami Dolphins going from South Beach to Sin City to take on the Las Vegas Raiders in Allegiant Stadium. The Dolphins eliminated the Patriots from playoff contention. yesterday with that comeback win, and Tua had a couple of rushing touchdowns, including a quarterback sneak. Savon Ahmed, the former Husky, had a good running game too, and Las Vegas Raiders upset at home in overtime by the Los Angeles Chargers, and that was a good Thursday night game back on last Thursday with that one. But I got the Miami Dolphins just keeping it going, and they're going to be rolling their way into the wild card spot. I'm going to take the Dolphins to go into Las Vegas and get a win and go back to South Beach with a win. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins as well to keep their wild card hopes alive. The Raiders are just free falling right now.
Yeah, it's a definite. This could be another one of the top collapses of top season collapses, in NFL history. I mean, maybe
6-3.
Yeah, and now aren't the Raiders? Are they 500 now?
Yeah, they're 500.
7-7. All right. Up next, we got the New York Giants going to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. The Giants got clapped by the Cleveland Browns last night. Meanwhile, the Ravens were just clapping the Jacksonville Jaguars all over. And Lamar Jackson, Dez Bryant, his first NFL touchdown since the 2017 season. Dez Bryant caught a touchdown from Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens just destroyed, as we expected them to destroy, the Jacksonville Jaguars. But yeah. Hey, Jacksonville, look on the bright side. You're now leading the race you're now leading the race, the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes now. Yeah. But other than that, regardless of it, Lamar Jackson just was killing it. And, it was just easy pickings for the Ravens. And the Giants, granted, they still upset us. But, Cleveland, they just were rolling. And what the heck were the Giants thinking doing that fake play with the punter trying to throw it for the end zone on that fourth down play? There were some crazy plays on that. So it was close in the beginning, and Cleveland just started to just pull away. I got the Ravens winning big at home and keeping their wild card hopes alive, or playoff hopes alive. I got the Ravens.
Yeah, give me the Ravens to keep their wild card chances alive. Here, I don't know if they have a shot at I don't think they have a shot at the division. I'm not sure.
Nah, Cleveland's got life now because of what the Bengals just did to the Steelers. Cleveland's got life. Granted, Cleveland was swept by the Ravens.
Yeah. Cleveland plays Pittsburgh in week 17. Who knows? That could be for the division title. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know they're only like a game behind.
Yeah. Oh, they are, man. All right. Other than that, up next we got the Atlanta Falcons going to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Falcons with another classic Atlanta choke again to Tom Brady, just like in the Super Bowl. And now they're going to Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs win big. The Chiefs just took care of their business, but barely squeaked out of New Orleans with a win. But give me Kansas City to win this one handily.
Yeah, give me Kansas City. They're on a mission to try to repeat this year.
Yeah. Up next, we got the Carolina Panthers going to Washington to take on the Washington football team. The Carolina Panthers, man, they clawed their way back, but they just couldn't get it done against the Packers. I think what the backbreaker for that game was when Teddy Bridgewater tried jumping over the top on that quarterback sneak, and he gets stripped, and Kevin Kane recovered the fumble and got it back to midfield. And I heard it happen to him twice in that game. And meanwhile, Washington lost by 5 to our Seattle Seahawks. We got it done. And the best part about that one was we did not allow a single sack. They didn't even sack Russell Wilson one time in our game. So that was definitely one of the highlights, one of the positives of our win against Washington. But regardless of this, Ron Rivera taking on his former team, the Panthers, the team he used to head coach for. And I'll be honest, I don't know if they're going to get Alex Smith back, but even with Dwayne Haskins in that defense, oh man, Panthers, Washington. I'm gonna go with Washington. I think Washington can get it done against the Panthers, and I think the defense will get after Teddy Bridgewater and get some sacks since they failed to do so last week. But this would be an interesting game. But I got Washington.
Yes, give me Washington.
You're going to take Washington as well?
Yep. They still have a chance to
win the East.
Win the NFC East.
Yes, they do. All right. Up next, we got the Cleveland Browns staying in MetLife Stadium again, taking on the New York Jets. The Browns took care of their business last night against the Giants, and the New York Jets. Oh my God! Like I mentioned, man, we were crazy. I cannot believe this happened. We received an early Christmas gift from the New York Jets, man, and this is huge. I mean, granted that they sacrificed their tank for Trevor, but I'll tell you what, us Seahawks fans are pretty happy. Their tank for Trevor, their loss on losing Trevor Lawrence will not be in vain for us Seahawks fans, unless the team playing the Jacksonville Jaguars decides to tank a game and let the Jags win, so that way they don't have to face Trevor Lawrence in their conference. So we'll see what happens with that. But the New York Jets, for the time being, sacrificed their tank to give us a chance, to potentially win the division this week. And all I gotta say is, thank you, New York. Thank you, Jets.
Yep, thank you, Jets.
Thank you, Jets. Thank you, New York Jets, for pulling off the upset of the year, getting your first win of the season. So Frank Gore, you will not have 0-16 on your Hall of Fame resume. He scored a touchdown in that game, by the way. So, yep, on that. But, just because you won that game, you're taking on Cleveland that's hungry to try to now have a chance because of what the Bengals did to the Steelers. I got the Cleveland Browns winning big against the New York Jets. Give me Cleveland.
Yeah, give me Cleveland to keep it rolling.
Yep, but other than that, thank you, New York Jets, for that early Christmas gift. Say it one more time, Dallas.
Thank you, New York Jets.
Thank you, New York Jets. Up next, we got the Chicago Bears taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Bears just took it to Minnesota hard, and the Jaguars obviously got pistol whipped by Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, as expected. Jaguars, you are now in the lead of the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. Are you going to tank these games? I think the Bears are going to just roll them, even with Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback. Give me Chicago. I think the Jags are going to win. Now it's looking like I think the Jags are going to win the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. Give me the Bears.
Yeah, give me the Bears. I don't know if they've been mathematically eliminated, because I know Arizona's 8-6.
Yeah, they were talking about that.
No, they still somewhat, I think, have a shot in the wild card, don't they?
Yeah, but Chicago needs Arizona to lose a couple more games from what I heard when I was checking out some videos earlier from the analysts and like NBC for Sunday night and ESPN. I was looking at some of these videos, so the Bears aren't mathematically eliminated yet. They just need Arizona to choke, which obviously I don't see that happening. I mean,
no.
If they choke to the 49ers and lose to the Rams and the Bears win these next two, then they could potentially have a chance, but that's hard to say right now.
Well, yeah, and you still have Tampa Bay and the Rams at 9-5.
Yeah, true. That's true. But anyway, we got Chicago taking care of business against the Jaguars. Up next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans. The Bengals just pulled off another lock of the week that we got wrong, along with the Jets and Rams, and the Bengals now pulled off an upset against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans barely lost, had a chance to tie it up in Indy, and the guy fumbled it into the end zone, and the Colts recovered it to win it. But, man, should have never traded DeAndre Hopkins, Texans, but you had Bill O'Brien. Should have fired O'Brien back in January after you got eliminated in the playoffs by the Chiefs in that choke job. But, oh, man, both these teams, I mean, Cincinnati, man, they really did work against the freaking Steelers tonight. But regardless of it, I'm gonna take the Texans to freaking get probably their last win of the season against Cincinnati. I'm taking the Houston Texans. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong again, since both these teams are bad, but it's crazy that Bengals pulled off that trap game against the Steelers at home. But I'm taking the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I'm taking what was the game again?
Texans Bengals.
Oh yeah, I'm taking the Texans again.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to say, but I mean, just because a team pulled off a upset, it doesn't mean we don't know what will happen next week, though. But it was still cool to see. It was still fun to watch that game, though.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got the Indianapolis Colts going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Steelers, like we just watched them just lay that egg and fall for that trap against the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, the Colts barely squeaked it out against the Houston Texans. Man, Steelers on a 3-game losing streak. They just need to win one more game to win the NFC North, I think. But if they lose this game, going in their Week 17 match against Cleveland, they're in trouble. But in the Colts, they're still trying to hopefully, since they split with the Titans, they're trying to have their chance at the division. But did Tennessee already clinch the South?
Have they? No, I don't think they've clinched the South yet.
Yeah, Colts are still fighting for that, but the Colts, even with Phillip Rivers as quarterback, they're playing some good football, man. The Colts are playing good, and they're a dangerous team right now. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm going to pick Indy to pull it off in Pittsburgh. I'm going to pick the Colts to hand Pittsburgh a 4th straight loss. The Steelers are kind of on a mini collapse. I mean, they fell for 2 trap games, losing their first game of the season in Washington, and then laying that egg against the Bills, and now they've laid that egg against the Bengals. Regardless of it, I'm going to take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to take Indianapolis to hand Pittsburgh a 4th straight loss. I mean, with the way Indy's defense is playing and everything, and the way their offense is rolling, Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin, he's killing it in the run game. And then T.Y. Hilton at receiver. The Colts are looking good, man. I'm actually going to take a shot in the dark and take the Colts to hand Pittsburgh a 4th straight loss.
You know what? Yeah, give me the Colts as well. The Steelers just look lost right now. Colts are looking pretty good lately.
So you and me both going to take that shot in the dark?
Yeah, I'm not a believer in the Steelers right now.
No, man, it's easy not to be right now, All right.
Yeah.
Other than that, up next we got the Denver Broncos taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Last time these two teams met, Chargers choked that other big lead, and KJ, Green Eggs, and Hamler with the butt-cheek plant for the game-winning touchdown that they scored against the Chargers in the final seconds. Plant KJ, Green Eggs, and Hamler, as Chris Berman said on primetime. I think last week in now it's technically last week, week 15, but the week before that in week 14 in the highlights when the Broncos beat the Panthers. And the Chargers coming off that big upset win against the Las Vegas Raiders. This time around, I think the Chargers will get revenge for that game, and I'm going to take the Los Angeles Chargers to, split the series this season with the Broncos. So give me the Chargers. Dallas?
Yeah, I guess give me the Chargers. I think they carry that momentum from that overtime win against the Raiders.
Yeah, I agree. Up next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Eagles could not quite get it done against the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys just took it to San Francisco, and like I mentioned earlier, Andy Dalton got revenge for being blown out by the 49ers in week 2 of the 2019 season, back when he was a Bengal, and got revenge, and CeeDee Lamb had that onside kick return for a touchdown. I mean, after we beat Washington, technically the Cowboys still have some life if the Panthers were to beat Washington, but not really seeing a whole lot of it in there. I mean, I still think Washington will win that division, but it's an interesting race, even with the Eagles. So the NFC East is still not quite finished quite yet, and the Eagles, Jalen Hurts is actually looking pretty good, man. Hurts is actually he's looking like the future for Philadelphia. Wouldn't you agree, Dallas?
Yeah, he is. He's showing some potential.
He's showing some flash and some potential for sure, and the Eagles
should have started him way earlier in the season, and they probably would have for sure won that NFC East.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, this should be an interesting one. I know the Eagles beat Dallas last time, so regardless of it, I'm actually gonna take the Eagles to complete the sweep. But I could see them splitting potentially. But I'm gonna take the Eagles to complete the sweep of the Cowboys.
Give me the sweep. I like the Eagles.
Yep. All right, up next, big game now because of that Christmas gift. We got the LA Rams coming to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. I really think they should flex this one to Sunday Night Football, man. But, oh my God, it's like we got that gift from the freaking Jets in the form of them beating the Los Angeles Rams. in LA. Obviously, we lost to them last time because we made those stupid mistakes and had those stupid turnovers, like that one in the end zone where Wilson could have ran it for more or could have ran it in for an easy first down or a touchdown potentially in that game. But obviously, we took care of our business against Washington. We got 4 sacks on Dwayne Haskins, and granted, let them hang with us. But now, because of what the Jets did, if we win this game next week, we wrap up the NFC West. We win the division if we win this game next week. I want this one really bad, you know? I really want this one bad. And I'm not sleeping on the Rams. Granted, the Rams have been the bane to us Seahawks fans regardless, you know? I mean, well coached by Sean McVay, and they just got a good offense and a good defense, you know? I'm definitely still not sleeping on them, but, I mean, I never take the Rams lightly, and we got to come out way better than what we did last time against them, and I want this one bad. Granted, because, you know, I'm a diehard Seahawks fan. Now, it could go either way, regardless of it, but I'm going to take the shot in the dark only because, you know, we want this one bad, and regardless of what happens, anything could happen, but I'm actually going to go Seahawks to win and win the NFC West, but not saying it's going to happen, but love our team, and, you know, but I just want to take that shot, you know, because this is a big-time opportunity to win the NFC West. And it's going to be a tough game, too. And it's going to be ugly. It's going to be close. But I just hope we could pull it off at the end. If we were to pull it off, I think it will be very close. But I'm going to take us to get it done, taking that shot in the dark. And I think we can do it. I'm going to have confidence in my team regardless. But anything could happen. But it's football. But I want this bad, guys. I really want this. We want this one bad. Right, Dallas?
Yeah, we do.
Are you with me on that?
Yeah, we want this one bad.
So
to win a division title for the first time in 4 years
since 2016. So
yeah.
Circle the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think they're starting to hit their stride up.
The Giants' loss was a wake-up call.
What?
Our loss to the Giants looked like it was a wake-up call.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm not going to overlook the Rams since they're going to be coming in pissed just because they lost, because they gave the New York Jets, out of all teams to give the Jets their first win of the season, it's the Los Angeles Rams. And it came at a big cost. But let's go for it, man. Let's go for it, and let's try and get it done and wrap up the division if we can, you know? Let's just try to win this game this coming Sunday. Let's fucking go out there and let's fucking get it. All right. Up next, the Sunday Night Football game. This game, if they decide to flex it with the Seahawks-Rams game with the division on the line, would be great. I mean, granted, there are other scenarios of how we could win it and whatnot, but Tennessee Titans taking on the Green Bay Packers. The Titans took care of business against the Lions, while the Packers, you know, barely got it done against the... Granted, they were up killing Carolina, but I thought they were going to beat Carolina regardless of this one, too. But, man... Tennessee, with the way Derrick Henry's running and the way their defense is playing too, and Green Bay, they're playing. Aaron Rodgers is looking like an MVP candidate up there with Patrick Mahomes, just grinding out good. But oh man, what do you think about this one, Dallas?
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Yeah,
this really is.
Yeah, but you know something? Regardless of it, I'm actually gonna take a shot in the dark on this one, and I think this might be Green Bay's last loss of the season. I'm gonna actually go ahead and they've kind of struggled against the run too, but I think they're gonna really have their hands full with Derrick Henry. This is probably gonna be another big Derrick Henry game. Derrick Henry, I think, how close is he to 2,000 rushing yards?
I don't know.
Man, could there be a chance he gets it? I don't know. We'll wait and see. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Titans. Granted, I never sleep on Aaron Rodgers, but I'm gonna take that shot in the dark and take the Titans.
You know what? Yeah, I guess I'll go with the. This is a really tough. This could go either way. I think the Titans. Yeah.
You're gonna go Titans with me, so circle Titans.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see what the defense does, you know, and see how much the Packers struggle going up against Derrick Henry. I think this could potentially be another big Derrick Henry game. Whew. And last but not least, the final Monday Night Football game of the year. We got the Buffalo Bills taking on New England Patriots. Patriots trying to play spoilers since the Bills just wrapped up the AFC East back on Saturday when they just blew out the Broncos. as expected in Denver. Bills has got it done, and the Patriots with Cam Newton set to be a free agent after this season. Patriots missing the playoffs for the first time since 2008 when Brady tore his ACL against the Kansas City Chiefs, went 11-5 and still missed the playoffs, even with Matt Castle. First time they'll be missing the playoffs since then. But I'm going to take, last time there was a close matchup between the Bills and the Patriots, and the Bills barely squeaked it out because Cam Newton fumbled the ball when the Patriots were already in field goal range. Could they have tied the game? Wasn't it a 3-point win that the Bills had last time? Dallas?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I'm taking the Bills to complete the sweep.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills. They're rolling right now.
They are definitely rolling indeed. And there you have it. This is our 2020 NFL Week 16 picks. We got the Saints over the Vikings, Buccaneers over the Lions. We got the Cardinals over the 49ers. We got the Dolphins over the Raiders. We got the Ravens over the Giants, Chiefs over the Falcons, Washington over the Panthers, Browns over the Jets, Bears over the Jags, Texans over the Bengals, Colts getting it done in Pittsburgh, Chargers getting it done against the Broncos, Eagles getting it done against the Colts, Seahawks hopefully winning the division this week over the Rams, Titans over the Packers, and Bills over the Patriots. And there you have it. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for watching. And also, as usual, dropping your picks in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, like the video. We are rolling, man. We hit the 1,130 mark on subscribers, man. Appreciate all you guys' support. Dallas, thank you once again for doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
And just want to sign off saying Merry Christmas and enjoy the holidays. You want to say it too, Dallas?
What?
Wish everybody Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Have a safe and happy
Holiday.
holiday.
Yep, or as Chris Byrne would say for one certain player, Kenny Galladay. Yep. All right. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks.